Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the Su-9 as a part of Operation Ixwa Strike, however you pronounce that, I don't really know. But this is a new Russian 7.0 entry level jet fighter, so it very well could end up being the first jet you unlock, I believe, in the tech tree. So I thought I'd go ahead and cover it here. Let me know in the comments if you guys actually want to see more videos about the starter jets. Personally, I don't like playing them a whole lot because they're kind of slow paced and I don't think they're the best aircraft for their battle rating. In my opinion, I'd probably rather fly a super prop than a starter jet as far as being competitive in the match. But anyways, opening clip, Su-9 taking out an Me-262 A1A U1, something like that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the squadron vehicle 262, which surprisingly enough, the Su-9 seems to be a better Me-262 in most aspects. You can see in this clip I'm going to be turn fighting two Me-262s at the same time. Granted, I don't know my 262s very well, so I don't know if there's a real difference between the A1A and the A1A U1. I don't know if they're the same plane or if they handle the same. Regardless, you can see I'm kind of flying circles around these Me-262s, and considering we were both twin-engine jet fighters, I'd assume roughly around the same time period, it's just kind of surprising how much better the Su-9 performs than the 262. But looking past the Me-262 itself, the Su-9 is pretty much just average at just about everything. It can turn with some aircraft. I'm actually going to be showing a clip where I'm actually turn fighting a P-80 or F-80, I guess it's called now, which is pretty impressive. The F-80 is not a bad turn fighter whatsoever. So the Su-9 can turn fight. It's just not the best turn fighter. It's reasonably fast, but it's not the fastest by any means. It's actually pretty slow to accelerate, especially compared to something like an F-80 or an F-84. But it does hold its speed pretty well in a straight line. And what I mean by that is if you're like diving on somebody and then you level out, you can hold your speed pretty well, stay above the 500-mile-an-hour mark, 800, 850 kilometers an hour if that's what you use. And that can be really helpful, especially if you have like a super prop on your 6 and your only defense against the super prop is your speed. You kind of just have to run away. But you can see in this video I actually painted my Su-9 with like the orange decals or whatever as a tribute to my favorite Ortho YouTuber, who is the Orange Doom. Unfortunately, he doesn't make any videos anymore, which is kind of sad, makes me sad, but he lives on as my inspiration. And I guess I picked this plane because it kind of seems like something that guy would enjoy flying. But regardless, the Su-9 is the same battle rating as the Su-11, which is the premium 7.0 rank 5 jet aircraft that the Russians just got added to their tech tree. The Su-11 right now is kind of overpowered. It's got very, very good engines, much better than the Su-9. They don't perform similar at all, even though they look exactly the same. The engines of the Su-11 alone warranted to be like 7.7 battle rating in my opinion. It's pretty ridiculous the kind of speeds you could pull in that aircraft, especially compared to the Su-9, whilst they share the same battle rating. So I don't really get that. I bet it's going to change sometime in the future. We saw this happen with the Harrier GR1. Gaijin has a tendency of putting premiums into the game and making them overperform at the start. I think that's quite intentional on their part. It's kind of like an extra way to milk some cash, being that everyone's going to buy the plane because it looks really good and it's going to be really good to grind with. And once they've milked all the money that they're going to get out of it, they rebalance the plane and make it fair or a little worse than fair, as it turns out with the Harrier GR1. Probably make a video on that soon enough, but here's the clip of the P-80. I'm sorry, F-80. I keep saying P-80. It used to be called the P-80. But the F-80, we get into a little turn fight here. Now you can see he came off with a lot more energy than I did, and that's why he leads me into the vertical. And it's a smart move on his part, because if you do have more energy than someone and you overshoot, you can probably just get away from them by going straight up, and as long as you're dodging their shots, then you're probably going to be alright. But he makes a critical mistake here. Instead of just flying away, doing exactly what he was doing, he starts engaging in a turn fight. I don't end up killing this guy here, but I put it in just because it kind of shows off that yeah, the SU-9 is capable of turn fighting some aircraft, but in summary, it's not the best at anything. It's kind of a jack of all trades and the master of none, and hey, if that's your thing, then have at it, grind away for the SU-9. I don't think you'll regret it, but it's also not going to be your favorite plane. On that note, I don't really enjoy it. I don't really enjoy talking about it. I don't really enjoy this whole battle rating, but if you guys want me to do more of these 7.0 kind of jets and actually give a full in-depth review and kind of talk over my gameplay, then I'm more than happy to do so. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from the video. I hope I'll see you on the next one, which should be coming real soon. I'll see ya.